So I got to the park with the kids. Super fun times. Glad it's warm now outside. And I'm going to talk to you all about meditation. I'm going to try to go outside a little bit, but I don't think y'all want to hear all this wind because it's super windy outside. So we'll see how that goes. It doesn't look like the wind's blowing too hard right now. We'll try it out. So meditation. Just some tips. Let's see. So the first thing that I noticed when I tried to meditate was that it's annoying and boring. Yeah, that's probably too much wind for y'all. It's alright. Film outside another day. So meditation is boring and annoying. So yeah, when I first started, there's just no benefits when you first start. You just kind of have to carve out a little bit of time here and there. And it's very hard to find the time to do something that's so annoying and so boring. But you get past the annoying and boring times eventually, I promise. If you stick with it, you will find benefits that go beyond finding a new task that's boring and annoying. So this is how my journey went with meditation. For the first year that I attempted to meditate, I did it for maybe once a month, if I was lucky. Probably once every 2 months, and only 5 minutes tops. It's so hard to sit down and do something that's so boring and annoying. The next year, I got a little bit better at it. I meditated for 1 to 5 minutes, and I did it, I put down once a week, but really it was just more closer to once a week than once a month at that point. So maybe 1 month I would only do it once, but then 1 month I'd do it 4 times. So, something like that for a year. The next year, which I believe is this year, that I'm meditating, I am doing it every day. And my goal is twice a day, but once a day, still amazing. And I do it for about 5 to 30 minutes. So I was actually really proud of myself the other day. I sat and laid down and did nothing for 45 minutes. I meditated for 45 minutes and I did not fall asleep. That's pretty good. That's amazing. I am super proud of myself. 45 minutes, I did good. So, when I first started, I fell asleep all the time. I did it at nighttime, and falling asleep is just kind of part of the learning process of it. You can't let it hold you back and tell yourself you're doing a bad job. So body positions is the next thing I want to tell you about. So a lot of apps and teachers that talk about meditating say that you should sit down for meditation, and I think that's great. The only benefit I find from sitting down versus laying down is that I don't fall asleep as easily when I used to fall asleep. If I sit, I don't fall asleep, but if I lay down, I was falling asleep. But to be honest, the body position doesn't really matter, because meditation isn't about your body, it's about what's going on upstairs. And so if you are learning how to meditate, just don't worry about the body position. Worry about what you need to be doing with your thoughts and your focus. Thoughts and focus. And that brings us to our next 3 topics, actually. Focus. So when I first started meditating, I focused on my breathing. So that was maybe the first year. My mind was just attempting to focus because I'm super ADHD, and it's hard to really tame that monkey mind, if you will. So I just tried to focus on my breathing. And you get distracted. You never actually end up not getting distracted. You just end up learning how to tame it or how to read it better. Okay, so focus on your breathing. The next thing is focusing on your thoughts. So maybe after the first year of my meditating, I finally found my thoughts. I could see my thoughts. I could actually focus on my thoughts. I don't know, it turns into not really distracting. When you're focusing on your breathing and you start thinking, that's distraction. But then when you learn a little bit more deeper about meditation, you learn about focusing on your thoughts, and it just creates a whole new world. Words can't even describe it, but focus on my breathing. then focus on my thoughts, and then also somewhere in there I try to focus on my body sensations, because those speak to me as well, just like my thoughts speak to me and my breath speaks to me now that I can slow down and focus on it. So I focus on my body sensations, and like I'll pay attention to my toes or my fingers, and they'll start tingling, and that's good. Like, there's a lot of weird side effects that happen with your body when you meditate. Tingling is perfect. Like, any kind of weird body feelings, like restlessness, especially in the beginning, is normal. Perfectly normal. Happens to everyone. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about with meditation is bad meditation sessions. So sometimes when I meditate, I don't really feel like I did anything. I don't feel like it benefited me the way meditation should be benefiting me. And so I kind of used to tell myself that it was a bad meditation session, that I didn't get anything out of it, basically waste of time. And I'm finding out as I meditate more that those bad sessions still help me just as much, because I mean, you have to integrate that stuff. And so let's say I meditate, like, I don't just get my downloads, charges, revelations. I don't hear God talking to me only when I meditate. Like, when I meditate, as much as I am right now, I can hear the voice of God when I'm not meditating. Like when I'm out at the park playing with my kids, or at home stressed out. Like, I can hear those. And my kids are running up here now, so I guess it's time to get off the phone now. Yes, my little Athena is a goddess. What are you the goddess of?
Wisdom and war.
Wisdom and war.
Goddess of wisdom and war.